Hey, it's Jeff here. Welcome to NEBR, New England Beer Reviews. And I thought I'd put something on YouTube today because I thought this one had more of a national interest because it's brewed a collaboration between a New Hampshire meadery and a California brewery. This is from Moonlight Meadery of New Hampshire and Smog City of Torrance, California. And this is Buzzworthy, came out in 2020. And it is a bourbon barrel aged imperial honey stout. 12.5% alcohol by volume. So I'm going to have to set this down because you can see it's got a wax cap. So I'm going to have to open it that way and then we'll come right back to you. Back at you, and I've now opened this bottle, had to cut off the wax, and this is what the bottle cap looked like. As you can see, a little wax still on it. So I've poured it into the glass. Now, for those who are not really familiar, I like mead to some degree. It's a very interesting beverage. It's all a honey-based alcohol beverage. Usually has different types of fruits or spices or herbs mixed in, and they each have their own sort of character to them. But when I saw that Moonlight Meadery, which is a fine meadery here in New Hampshire, they've been around, I don't know, 6, 7 years, maybe more. I think maybe even more. But when I found that they were collaborating with this Smog Brewing or Smog City, I thought that was kind of cool. So I thought I'd go out and check this out. And apparently won some kind of an award or it came from some beer fest or something like that was where the idea came about. I don't know, I should have read up on it more. There's a description here, but anyway, let's get right into it. I've already poured it into my Moonlight Meadery glass. It's not a very big glass. This is the glass you get when you take the tour of the meadery, which I've been on. And it looks like a beer, of course, but it is a beer, except it's going to have honey in it, as well as all the other beer characters you would hope for in an imperial stout. So you can take a look at the definite color on this is really, really dark brown to nearly black on this, with this tan head up top, as you can see. Oh, yeah. Now I am getting a little bit of honey. To me, the honey is actually downplayed because it's more of a cocoa, maybe more of a cocoa dark chocolate, roasted dark malt character with a honey in there as well, a little espresso maybe even a bit of a dark fruit character, an earthy hop character. I mean, it's got a really nice array of aromas on this beer. Smells really enticing. And the best part about this 12.5, I'm not picking up any booze on the nose. So let's check out the taste here. Ooh, warming. Yeah, the texture of this is like medium, kind of like, how do you describe a honey texture? It's kind of it's like chewy, almost not really pasty, but honey is kind of smooth and chewy, and I'm getting that in the body of this beer. Medium to full, I would say. Very easy to drink. And again, nice dark roasted characters with that honey note and maybe kind of a fruity aspect to it in the end. Not like a real fruity, straightforward fruity like you get in a hazy IPA or something like that. But you're getting this kind of dark fruit profile that's kind of hanging out in the back and kind of warming things up at the back. Overall, this is a very warming beer. Soothing on the palate. Nice to it's got this kind of sharpness to it. Not really a bitterness, but it's got this kind of sharpness to it on it. But I guess I would define that as warming. And like I said, in the aroma, not getting much alcohol whatsoever. I think maybe a hint more in the taste. But I might be just stretching it, trying to find the alcohol in here because it's not really front and center. It's not really sort of a major part of the profile. But if I didn't know any better, I mean, you do get the honey, but if this was just poured to me straight up into a glass and someone handed it to me and said, check this out, I would think I'd be drinking a good imperial stout with this little honey twist to it. I wouldn't have expected this kind of meaty, this background of mead, sort of a mossy mead character. Mossy, that's not a good word. Mead really is a honey. You get those honey characters and usually very fruity. So we're getting a dark fruit character, the honey, and then you're also getting the cocoa and the chocolate and the roasted dark malts. This is really interesting beer. Espresso, I'm enjoying it quite a lot. 12.5. So I've already taken, what, 4 or 5 sips in front of the camera. Small ones, little small ones. So I'll work on this a little bit and enjoy it. But Moonlight Meadery, you can see their little logo on the glass. So that'll do it for now. I think this is a fascinating collaboration. I think it's intriguing to see Moonlight Meadery branching out into beer. I know they got a couple of beers. They put honey in all their beers that they brew, although mead is their main product. And they have a wonderful meadery, and they always have dozens of different choices there. And you get a nice little tour, and you can usually walk away with a few different choices, get a few samples of different flavors, and you know, it's very nice. But it's nice to see they're branching out into a beer a little bit. I do know they have their own. I think it's called the Dark Moon. I don't want to say it wrong, but they use the word moon. They have got a couple of beers out right now. One's an Imperial Stout, and I forget off the top of my head what the second one is. Sorry, not very good promotional announcement for Moonlight Meadery, but I think you get the picture that they're a meadery that's branching out a little bit into beer. And their meads are available in many parts of the country. So that will do it for now. A fascinating collaboration from a New Hampshire meadery and a California brewery. I don't see too many California beers on my channel. In fact, probably I've never had one here before. So that'll do it for now. This is Buzzworthy from the Moonlight Meadery of New Hampshire and Smog City of California. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you again another time.